But of course, extremism is not limited. The famous Spanish Inquisition, horrible. There's a very good book by Ahmed Thompson, Blood on the Cross, which describes how Jews were gathered, Muslims fled across to Morocco, and the sheer mayhem that was created with the Inquisition as it marched through Spain. And of course, one of our early terrorists, Guy Fawkes. The Lord's Resistance Army, which is, I'm sure you're well aware, in Africa, and the mayhem that they create with child soldiers and so on. And what's interesting is the wording that they use. And people ask us, are we fighting for the 10 Commandments of God? That is true, because the 10 Commandments of God is the constitution that God has given to the people of the world. I wish they'd follow it. But that's the Reverend Jim Jones, back in 1978. 909 people died in Guyana, and 303 of them children, because of this man and his extremist views. And he was very well connected to the Congress in America. His actual base began in America, and then he left to Guyana to set up his base there. And of course, us, 1993, David Koresh, who had convinced his flock that he was the Messiah come back. I mean, I just think to myself, he'd convinced couples in his congregation that the husbands could not sleep with their wives. It was not allowed. And only he could sleep with their wives. I think, what kind of mindset allows you to believe that? And yet they did. They venerated him. They fought to their deaths for him. And we forget, actually, a third of the people who died were British nationals, mainly from Manchester area. Again, how extremist ideology works and wreaks havoc.